The Pet Travel Scheme has been set up to allow pet dogs, cats and even ferrets from any country to enter the UK without quarantine, provided they meet the conditions of the scheme. It also means that people in the UK can take their dogs, cats and ferrets to any country and bring them back to the UK without the need for the animals to enter quarantine. The requirements are in place to prevent rabies, amongst other diseases, from entering the UK, depending on which countries you are travelling to and from. For more information, you can look on the website www.gov.uk. We are focusing on travel within Europe. In order to travel, your pet needs its very own pet passport. This can be obtained from most veterinary practices, provided they have an attending veterinary surgeon called an official vet, who has undergone additional training, allowing them to complete the passport. To obtain the passport, you will require the following. Firstly, you will need to get your pet microchipped. This is so that they can be accurately identified. Secondly, you will need to get your pet vaccinated against rabies. It is essential that your pet is microchipped before the vaccination, or it will not count on their passport. Rabies is an invariably fatal disease that affects the nervous system of warm-blooded animals and humans. We currently have a rabies-free status within the UK, and the guidelines of the Pet Passport Scheme are designed to protect this status. Vaccination is given as a single dose in the same way as your cat or dog receives its normal vaccinations. The vaccination will need repeating in the future to keep your passport up to date. The frequency of repeats depends on the brand used. At Vets Clinic, we have to repeat the vaccine every 3 years to keep your pet protected. So long as your rabies boosters are up to date, you can leave and re-enter the UK multiple times, so long as you keep up to all the other requirements. After these 2 steps, the official vet can issue your pet with their own passport, which is a similar document to a human passport. There are still a few other requirements before you're allowed to travel with your pet. Firstly, you must wait 21 days after the rabies vaccination until you can travel. Secondly, if you are travelling with a dog, you will also need to administer treatment to prevent tapeworm. This is usually a tablet. This needs to be given 1 to 5 days before you return to the UK. A vet from the country you are visiting will have to sign the pet passport to confirm that this treatment has been given. This is to prevent certain tapeworms from entering the UK, which pose risks to both animals and humans. You must also use an authorised carrier and an approved route of travel. Again, more information on this can be found from the www.gov.uk website. For certain countries outside of Europe, a blood test to prove a positive response to the rabies vaccine is required.